So, it's official. We are visa free for another year. Yay! Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny and this is the Word Travel. This is our second video for a travel hack series. It has been a very busy month. So last month was actually my birthday and there were a lot of things that happened. As everyone knows, now we are under yet again the MECQ, and I know that it's for the best because our health workers really need our help. Just possible, guys. Let's just stay at home, just get excited and plan for our next travel after everything. Maybe next year, who knows, right? Never too early to plan. And with that being said, I know everyone has already found out that recently the government of Taiwan has announced that we, the Philippines, will receive another year of being visa-free to enter their country. What's so good about that? That just means that we don't have to get any visa or pay any visa fee when we go to Taiwan, and that's the best thing that can happen. Visiting Taiwan is one of the best things that you can do. Taiwan is such a beautiful country. I can't even explain. It's just different. It's just really, really beautiful. It's very scenic. It's historical. And the best thing is, it's just an hour and a half away from the Philippines. And there are a lot of budget airlines that can get you there. Cebu Pacific, AirAsia, PAL, Eva Air. There's a lot of airlines. So this video is all about 5 things you need to know before you go to Taiwan. We are going to focus on flights and transportation. Food. God, everybody likes food. Destinations or your itinerary. And lastly, extra tips that you might need before you go to Taiwan. Taiwan is a very small country, but it's a very popular tourist destination. Recently, it has been booming because first thing is it's very near in our country. You can go there and just, I like what I've mentioned, in 1.5 hours. Number 2, Taiwan is cheap compared to other countries. Taiwan is relatively cheaper when it comes to accommodation, to food, and everything. Taiwan is very historic. Now, if you're the type who enjoys a lot of landmarks and discovering the history of a specific country, then Taiwan is really good for you. And if you enjoy their stinky tofu and other pepper buns, not to mention bubble tea. So let's talk about first flights and transportation. From Manila, straight flight to Taoyuan International Airport. That's the airport nearest to Taipei, which is the capital city of Taiwan. So the last time I went to Taiwan, my friends and I actually booked a very cheap ticket. It's already a round-trip ticket paid with the travel tax. All in all, with baggage, I think it's around 4,000 to 5,000 pesos plus. So it's very cheap because I don't have to pay the travel tax in the airport, and I already have a 10-kilogram baggage with me. Talking about transportation in Taiwan, Taiwan has a more efficient transportation system. They have a very efficient train system there, and you can go around Taipei just by using the trains and the buses. The amount that you're going to pay is relatively cheap. You should get a transportation card like this. This is called an Easy Card. Here. This is what they use to go around the city. You can just tap this. You can use this to pay for a lot of things. You can pay for the train rides, the bus rides, and I think you can even pay your 7-Eleven meals and other convenience store meals using this. So you just have to top up some amount. You can tap from train stations or convenience stores, and then you're good to go. So I highly suggest that you get one of these. It's very common. Easy cart. That's what they call it in Taiwan. Number 2, we're going to talk about accommodation. Taiwan actually has a lot of very cheap and affordable hotels. You might want to book between the center area of Taipei. In our case, we booked King Plaza Hotel. So it's located very near the center of the city. It's located in Zhongshan area. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly or I murdered it. You just need to search for a good hotel, or if you want an Airbnb if there's a lot of you. But for me, I really like staying in hotel because I get to, work around the deal, especially if there's a breakfast buffet. And when I was with my friends when I went to Taiwan, they really enjoyed breakfast buffet. So when I was the one arranging our itinerary, they really requested for a hotel with a breakfast buffet. And luckily I found one, and it's called King Plaza Hotel. So I'm gonna link down below the website if you want to check it out. We stayed there for 5 days. Our total bill was around 4,000 pesos per person, but it's already inclusive of a breakfast buffet, and their meal is actually good. Taiwanese cuisine in the morning. It's the spot right here. It's very good. Let's move on to the next one, which is food. Food in Taiwan is relatively cheap. Aside from eating from convenience stores like their 7-Eleven, because like Japan, Taiwan actually has a variety of choices within their 7-Elevens, and you actually can love it. I highly suggest you look for the different popular night markets. So what are night markets? Night markets are these different food stalls that opens up during the night in different streets in Taiwan. It's just a cool street of food stalls, different varieties of food, and it can cost you next to nothing. You can enjoy a meal for about around 200 pesos. And that's already for sharing. So it depends. So some of the popular night markets that I went to, and I highly suggest you check it out, is the Ningxia night market and the Shilin night market, the most popular night market and the biggest night market in Taipei. It has an underground mall, and we went there. There were a lot of varieties there. The food was absolutely amazing. Their wonton, their coolers, their pearls, their fruities, and then their noodles and their tempura dumplings. So good. Definitely try them. And then don't forget to try their famous stinky tofu. Because when you're in Taiwan, you cannot not have a stinky tofu. If you're gonna ask me if it's really stinky, it is stinky. But it's delicious. You might as well try it. Okay, number 4 in our things you need to know before you go to Taiwan, attractions. So for their attractions, guys, there are a lot of tourist spots in Taiwan which I might have heard of before, or you might have watched it from a lot of travel vlogs in Taiwan. So there's the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, there's the Juifen and Shifen Old Street, the one where Shifen, the old street where you fly your lanterns, the old train railway, and Juifen Old Street, the one featured in the Studio Ghibli film Spirited Away. If you have watched it, if you haven't, you must watch it before you go to Taiwan. It's so good. And then the Taipei 101 Tower and things like that. Those are some of the popular tourist attractions that you would want to list down in your itinerary. I think the only tip that I'm going to tell you guys is that if you're going to Taiwan, expect that it's not, especially in Taipei, it's not like Tokyo, which is really vibrant and loud, I guess. Taiwan for me, and this is just my opinion based from what I've seen when I went there, it's more historical rather than futuristic. So if you're into museums, monuments, and nature, then Taiwan is definitely for you. But if you're looking for, I don't know, some attractions like amusement parks, Disneyland, or Universal Studios, there aren't exactly branches of those amusement park there. So I suggest you look into or you research more on the things that you will be able to do and see in Taiwan. People there are very nice and you will love it. Okay, the last thing that you need to know, number 5, is the quick tips and tricks when going to Taiwan. Number 1, Taiwan is not a tropical country. They also have the same seasons, I think, compared to Japan. So they have spring, they also have winter. So it's very cold when you go there during November and December. They have spring, which is from October to November, late September to November. But if you don't want to go there during the hot season or the rainy season or seasons like that, avoid coming there during the month of June to August or early September because it's hot. There's summer, especially in June and July, and then it's kind of a rainy after that. So I suggest you going there during the winter time, November, December, January, February, and then springtime, March, April, May, and then yeah, basically that's it. Okay, so that's it, guys. Those are the 5 things that you need to know before you go to Taipei. And I hope that you'll be able to plan your trip well, research well during this quarantine season, so that next year we can fully enjoy another year or another trip to Taipei, Taiwan, being visa free. So if you guys have any questions, comment your questions down below in the comment section, and I will link the website of the things that I have mentioned earlier, which you might want to check out. And if you haven't yet seen our Taiwan vlog, check it out, my previous video, so you guys can take a look or a sneak peek of what Taipei looks like. So once again, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Jenny, and this is the Bird Travel. Bye!